Seizing the opportunity to attack her father, Raewyn set sail for Claw Isle. Her company were well trained and well prepared for such a siege. However, those that were trained within Claw Isle were expert defenders. Even without Raewyn's father present, they held strong against the onslaught. The other lords, under the rule of Stannis Baratheon, held back, afraid to make a move against Raewyn, for in the end, they need not to. The siege fell, and Raewyn was forced to retreat with her tail between her legs. Now was the time to recover, to plan, and to weaken the defenders that call Claw Isle home.
I'm glad he wasn't there. To have such a defeat in front of that bastard, that wouldn't have set well. Nevertheless, we must continue. I'm happy that we pulled back when we did. We still have a force, we still have options, but we can only remain hidden in these lands for so long before the Lords of Dragonstone start to reach out towards us. We must rejoin with the Westerlands, with the crown. If our victory cannot be had here, then we will be victorious elsewhere. Now is not the end of Raewyn Celtigar. The Iron Crab fights on. No, we are not so easily defeated. I will be back, Father. Except next time, I'll be coming for your head.
Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Raikon here. Welcome back to Raewyn's Tale. We are here in Gulltown, just across from Claw Isle, where we were defeated in the last episode, and we need to do some recovery. We are not doing great. We are in debt. It's a lot of bad things. You know, we put a lot into that siege. A lot was riding on it, and now we are kind of left, out of pocket. We are going to have to try and repay some of our debts, and we're going to need to do that by doing some work. Trying to, at the very least. We're going to start by meeting the guildmaster here. Hopefully there will be some work available for us before we start to make our way back down towards the Westlands. Any jobs? I see. Well, we can deal with that, can't we? Okay, so we are waiting to the evening here to help. We're going to ignore some berries. A grumbling stomach's perfectly fine, and we are going to try and see if we can take out some troublemakers in the town. We do have a sword available, and that is it. So we'll see if we can track them down. We don't have any of our companions with us at this stage. We just know that these troublemakers are out here. The rest of the streets are deserted, and here's the first of them. Looks like they're both going to try and attack us. Okay, without armor, we're still a force. Where's the final one? We're injured, and we're ready. Oh, okay. Acquired the weapon. Let's see what you got. Oh, not a bad little riposte there. Not good enough. We're swifter than that. And we came out on top, cleaning up the town. Back to the guildmaster. Let's see what you got for us here. Hopefully a little bit. 400 coins. It's better than nothing. That does mean that we can spend the night here.
And I'm half tempted to, because our party, they aren't doing all that well. We have lots that can recover from this. We still have 93 within our company, but they just need time to recover. We might be able to get away with just riding around. Obviously, the other quest that we had was failed. I don't know where those bandits were, but, you know, the ones that we fought, they were bloody tough. They put up a hell of a fight. I don't think we're going to be able to get back across the salt pans here. We might just have to use the port. And unfortunately, that means sailing down here, and that's going to cost us money. Yeah, oh well. Hey, one thing that we can think about, we've still got Mace Tyrell. Somehow, we've managed to keep him throughout all of this. And wow, sailing with this many people is very expensive. 94 coins, like every few moments. So we want to get off the water as fast as possible. And we're down here by Maidenpool. We lost some honor from running out of money while we were at sea. It cost that much. My gosh. Well, we are back within the Westlands, finally. Thankfully. Hopefully we're going to be able to start to recover from this mess that we find ourselves in. What can we do for you, good sir? Some troublesome bandits, okay? They're within the vicinity of the town. Let's hope that we can hunt them down. And we can see 17 over there. Some of our troops have recovered, so we should be good enough to ride in and after these folks. Oh, great. We stumble and hurt our knee. Curse the gods, curse our luck. We're going to curse our luck for now. We've lost some renown. What can you do? Now, ideally, we want to try and get them in a position where they have nowhere to go, which is kind of where they're going at the moment. Running down towards King's Landing might not be the best idea in the world for them. We've got lots of things going on here. We cannot give a gift. We're going to have to refuse the request. Great. You spot a single man riding hard towards your party. With a gesture of your hand, your men run to meet him. Intercepted by your men, he presents himself as an emissary from one of the small villages in your hamlet. Okay, so probably from our town. Without delay, informs you that an influential man has died by being kicked by a goat, and that the family requests that you declare an official day of mourning. We refuse the request. We have no other option right now. How many events are we going to get in the space of 2 seconds? We see a crane circling above your party. You decide to tell your men that the crane symbolizes good luck. Tell them that although cranes have bad fortunes, you have faith in them. We have faith in our men, and we lose 50 morale. The crane is the symbol of the warrior. Everyone knows that. Great. Great. Well, ain't that a thing? Anyway, it looks like they are actually going to be able to find the one route out of here, which is really frustrating, across the bridge and away. So we are going to be traveling after these bandits for some time, it would seem. There we go, finally. Now, some outlaws have joined on the other side of them. We're going to have to try and take them down in one big group. Let's see. We've got 156 against their 36. We should be able to do this without too many casualties. And more than likely, we are going to be charging straight in against them. Let's get everyone to the side here. We'll just have to wait before we try and move in. Oh, we've got lots of support. So as long as they're going to move in, I think it's safe for us to move in. We'll have to wait and see. They're kind of slowly making their way across here. I'm just going to get our whole line to just start to move up, as our archers will still be able to do a number on the enemy once they actually make themselves known. There's the first. Okay. I see you behind that tree. I thought we would have been able to get the horse there. Alas, we can still run you down. Or try to. You've got more than enough company on you, though. Good job there. Good job. Onwards towards the rest. Yeah, let's not go straight into the water. We don't exactly have a death sentence. And we'll get our troops to follow us up to this point here, just in case there's anything to clean up. We have a fellow lord who is assisting us in the process. Alright, onto the blade then. We don't seem to be getting any strikes in. yet. We're a bit wide. Bring it back in. That's better. Take a little bit of damage there. Back around. And you are off on a run, aren't you? Not today, you aren't. No bandits are getting away. If we can, well, stop them. After you. Come on. So our bandits are among these outlaws somewhere. We don't know which ones are which, so we really need to be sure that no one gets away. Looks like that's the case. And the band of the Iron Crab, they're just having a good chill out time on the other side of the river. No casualties on our side. Okay, we have managed to capture some enemies, but we can't actually take them. We're going to share the rest with our men. And yeah, we're definitely going to take these because we need funds. We have nothing right now. We have some experience. Well, that's all fine and dandy. And I think that's those bandits dismissed. Excellent. So we need to ride on back towards Maidenpool. We're going to do that as quickly as we can. We are probably going to have another payment due before long, so we really need to make sure that we have enough funds, or we need to start to dismiss some of our party members. The first ones that I think we are going to get rid of are these mounted skirmishers. They're so expensive for what they are, so I don't think we are going to keep them around. Unfortunately, they're a decent chunk of our cavalry, but they're just so expensive that I don't think we can afford to keep them around for any long period of time. Like, that's already so much more affordable. Luckily, our morale has gone back up to very high after a successful battle like that, so it's a little bit of a bonus. Let's see, what do we have here? 150 coins. Well, that's something. Do you have any other jobs? Escort a caravan to Pentos. No, traveling across the sea is going to be incredibly expensive, so that's not going to be happening. We are going to be selling off some goods though, and we're going to be riding on to some of the other towns to see if we can make any more money. Thankfully, we do have food, and that is something. We're still 400 down in debt, I'm pretty sure, which we're going to have to see if we can pay off before the next payment run. We really need to get that money in now. And at Duskendale, where we have our ironworks, we're going to go to the Guildmaster, and we will see if you have anything that we can do for you. We will be going to Lord Tywin, seeing if we can do any tasks for them, but generally he's going to say that no, they're for people that are in a lower station. Let's see, escorting a caravan to Case. No, we cannot do any caravan escorts, especially ones that are going to take us quite a decent distance away. To King's Landing then. And wow, okay, our luck may have potentially just turned. There is a melee on at King's Landing, and you know how much we love a good fight. Well, let's have a look and see how we are set up. We're probably not going to be using a war lance, so I think we're probably just going to go in with what we have here. We don't really have anything else that we're going to be chucking into the mix. The thrust on the Bravosi blade is really nice, but yeah, we have a little bit of money. We are going to be betting that money, and we're at 100% health, so yeah, here we go. How many lords are here? Many. We might even be coming up against Lord Tywin in this melee, so let's see if we are able to prove ourselves. And are any of our men in here? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's all lords this time round, and we're up against Tywin. First of all, we are going to put a bet of 250 on ourselves. Okay. Well, I would love to be able to bet more. I really would. I just don't think we can. Go ahead. We are going to enter the melee. Okay, Tywin, show us what you got. Okay, we got the first hit. Not bad. His armor is very good. Like, really good. We are doing next to no damage. Then we are using a blade rather than something that has blunt damage. Still, good enough to take our liege lord down. We didn't want to hold back on him there. We're up against Gerald Broom now. Let's see how we do. Thankfully, the Hound is not here. Or the Mountain for that matter, because I think both of them would be rather fierce. You are getting a few good ones on us. Yeah, we got a good one on you though, didn't we? Those overhead strikes. The quick ones. Alright, we need to stay on guard throughout this. On to Sir Sefton Swift. Here we go. How swift are you? Okay. That first attack really puts them on the back end, but it's risky. Very risky. We'll take that though. This is exactly what we needed. Okay, on to Roger Drox. Roger, see what you got for us. Okay. You missed your first strike. Tempted to see if we can... Yeah, we can. Totally knock them on the ground. So we can chuck in a good shield bash from time to time. And that worked out quite well. Roger Risewell. Okay, Roger. So it does stun them for a time, actually. So that's not half bad option for us. Yeah. A good old shield bash and multiple screams of Valkyries seems to do the trick quite well. Edwin Frey. Alright, we'll start to move in on you. I wish that was a tactic we used against the Hound, but we couldn't really even stand up to one, and wow. My boy, you went down quite quickly. Lord Ontario Just. Come on, Just. Give us a fight then. Yep, knock you back. Oh, one to the head. Yeah, these ones don't seem to be all that hardy. They don't have a lot. And the melee has ended with 7 wins, 0 losses. We are successful. We didn't get too much coin out of that, unfortunately, but our relations have improved, and let's see, did we get anything of a prize? Had a finely decorated greatsword. Whoa, okay. Moreover, we earned some extra coin. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, well, let's have a look. We did get the greatsword. How great... Oh, that is a great sword. It's even better than the greatsword that we have here. Very nice. That swing is going to be great in sieges. As for our other one, I think I'm tempted to give that to Aelin, because I really want to try and turn him into a heavy wielder of weapons. Right now, I think he is using the bastard sword, which has the potential to do both, but right now, we're just going to give you that, which you can only use two-handed, so yeah, we'll see how he is able to do with that. For now, we've got a little bit more coin, which means that if we were to do another tournament in the future, we could bet a little bit more on ourselves, but for now, we're just going to go to that Guildmaster, see if there's anything else that we could do here. Okay, right, the road to Draconis. We're attacked by pirates. Tracking down pirates means traveling at sea, so unfortunately that's a risk we can't take right now, but going to the castle, we can have a chat to a number of the different lords that are here and see whether or not any of them have any missions for us, and so that's going to take a fair bit. We're going to jump ahead until we are done with that lot. Ah, now here we go. We have a potential mission here. So Edwin Frey is trying to capture one of the Lords of the Reach. Afterwards, we might be able to exchange him in return for a relative. Okay, now obviously we have quite the capture. If we are trying to increase our standing here, even if it is among the Freys, that's something that we might be able to achieve. Edwin Frey, we have someone. About the task, we have a Lord from the Reach. Now, I would love to be able to ransom Lord Mace Tyrell back, but we haven't had anything this entire time, so this might be our best option. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this. We're probably going to get swindled by the Freys, but here we go. 2,000 coin. That's a lot better than what we had before. Yes, certainly, sir. Thank you. Alright, on to the others. Ontario Just does have a mission, a spy in the Arbor, to keep an eye on things. Right. Job is ours, if we wish. Riding into the Reach is not going to be easy, so I think unfortunately we are going to decline that for now. And that is all the other lords that were here. Unfortunately, not too much going on. But in saying that, we did get more coin, enough coin I think to sustain ourselves for now. which means that we can breathe a little easier and maybe even take part in some military campaigns. Now, some of the goods that we can see here, these fine golden chalices, we might even be able to make a little bit by selling some of them off. The well-made ones are worth even more. As to where we might be able to sell them, I'm not so sure. We can attempt to assess the local prices. Let's see if we can. We have to spend a little bit of time here. Okay, alright, buying golden chalices here and selling it at Aqueous Darn would bring a profit of 362 per item. That's pretty good. Aqueous Dane, where is that though? It sounds like it'll probably be a little bit further off. Let's have a look. So it is in Lice, across a fair ways. Oh, quite a ways. So that would cost us a fair amount to make it all the way down there with those golden chalices, but it would be worth it, and it is something that I think we are going to do because we really need to build up a decent amount of bank once again. On second thought, we don't really have enough capital to take enough with us to make the trip worthwhile. Even though there's a really decent profit on each of these, I just don't think it's going to work out for us yet at this stage. So setting out from here, we need to try and find where our marshal is so that we can link up with them. So Quentin Bainfort, or actually anyone else for that matter. Edwin Frey. We'll see if we can catch you, or even Lord Plum here, who might be able to tell us where we can find the Lord. So our marshal has actually changed. Elias Rosby is now our marshal, and he is close to Tumbleton at the moment, which means that we might be on the war march. Tumbleton is under siege. Well, let's see if we can assist. We do have a Lord of the Reach who is riding across here at the moment. We can actually scout out Hayford while we are riding on past it to see exactly what they're looking like. 134, maybe a little bit much for us to take on at this stage, but something that we can definitely look at in the future. Whether or not we can convince them to ride back and try and take Hayford, I'm not sure, but if they can take Tumbleton, that is a massive move for the Westerlands. It looks like Lord Osbert here seems to think that he can take us. Do you have the speed to catch us? No, you do not. Not at all. So to Tumbleton, we will continue to ride. And there they are. Let's see, can we meet up with the marshal amongst all of this yeah, but there we go. Elias Rosby. Let's see if there's anything that we can do for you. We haven't been summoned yet at this stage, but we are going to make ourselves known.
Do I know you?
My name is Lady Raewyn Celtigar, at your service.
I am Lord Gleice Rosby, a vassal of the Westlands and Lord of Rosby. I've heard that you've pledged allegiance to our Lord. Excellent, but be sure not to betray us. It will be the biggest mistake you could ever make.
All right, sure enough. Now, let's see. We could ask if we have any tasks. Let's see.
Okay. This peace with the North ill suits me, Lady Raewyn Celtigar. We've let those swine have their way for far too long. Now they get stronger with each passing, and their arrogance knows no bounds. I say we must wage war on them before it's too late. Unfortunately, some of the bleeding hearts among our realm's lords are blocking a possible declaration of war.
You are right, sir, but what could we do?
It's good to hear someone that understands. As a matter of fact, there is something you can do. A little bit of provocation, pillaging, raiding one of their villages. That should be enough to set things off.
But surely you would be able to accomplish that yourself, my lord.
That is true, of course, but some of the lords within our sovereignty won't like the idea of someone inciting a war without their consent.
I don't think I could agree with you. We'll need someone else to take the blame for your schemes.
As you wish. I thought you had fire in you, but it seems you are all just smoke.
Fine. Yes, no, we're not going to do that. There isn't much on the north left, but at the same time, we don't want to be provoking anyone else at this stage. If they do have peace with what remains of the North, it's probably better that they remain at this uneasy peace. I mean, really, there isn't all that much left of it. I think after what happened, Raewyn would still feel a little uneasy about all of that. Nevertheless, Tumbleton is here, the siege is on, and I think we are going to go ahead and wait here and see what's going to happen, because if there is a siege, it is going to be a hell of a siege. And there we go, it has begun. Oh, here we go. We might have a chance to try out that new blade. Let's get stuck in. The siege of Tumbleton begins. Approach the siege camp, and we are going to join the next assault. Let's see what sieging a city, a town of this size is going to be like. A bit wild, I would think, and wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to have a lot of numbers here, and unfortunately, the frame rate is going to suffer because of it. Generally, in Mount & Blade, you can limit the number of troops that you have on the field at any given time. We are, at this stage, limited to around about 300. Which is kind of where you can get to at a max before you start running into some major issues. So on each side here, we should be looking at about 150 soldiers each, which is a lot. We've started quite far off away from Tumbleton, but as we're moving in with the rest of the troop, I think probably with some of ours, yes, we can see some crabs in the back there. We're going to approach the city walls and see what we can do. Now, Raewyn will be hanging back a little bit, allowing some of the fresher troops to go on before us. We have actually seen someone wander past us. It's a little difficult to see, but you'll notice that one of the Clegane banners stands out above the rest. That is Sir Gregor Clegane, the Mountain, who is kind of leading the charge. He's not all the way at the front, but he's a decent ways up there, so I'm hoping that he's going to be able to make some headway on the walls before we get up there. And we know what siege is like. It's going to be a bit of a push, so I'm going to be trying to cut through some of the stagnant parts, but at the very least for now we are still moving, so we need to keep our shield up and towards these archers. They're kind of coming from every single angle at this stage, so we're going to try and side strafe as much as we can, because I think the ones on the left here are going to be the most dangerous to us. If we could really use that second ladder, I tell you. Already some of our troops are being cut down, and I think Sir Gregor might already be among some of those that have been cut down, so it's a little intimidating to say the least. But with archers up here and on this side, I think we are going to have to keep our shield just up and fixed towards that side as we start to try and push through onto the ladder. Let's hope we can actually get some motion. And we are actually finally on the ladder. The trick will be trying to stay on it. Some of our archers do seem to be taking down some of theirs, but even so, we're going to want to try and keep our shield fixed in that direction as we start to make our way out, avoiding as many of those crossbow bolts as we can, because they will cut through our armor and do some pretty serious damage to us if we're not careful. We're making headway, which makes me a little nervous. No, the ladder is still holding, that's good. We do seem to be pushing up and on, but we've got men dying around us due to these bloody archers, so we need to keep that shield up as long as we can. We're taking strikes as we speak. We've got ones shooting from down beneath as well, so we just need to keep this up and keep pushing on until we start to reach death from above. I want to be able to try and push through, but I'm quite nervous about turning our backs. Let's see, we do seem to be making headway. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I turned away for a second. We just got to keep it up. Keep it towards them. Here we go. All right. We can see a way through. Just a little bit further. There we go. Keep the shield back up again. Nearly there. All right. It's time to start fighting, Raewyn. I think I can make it to the right. Yes, we can. Push through. Okay, alright. Ignore them for now. Onto this group. We'll help our sergeant out. we stumble and fall, and there's lots of archers up there. Nice job, Sergeant. Nice job, mate. Excellent work. Okay, we're going to leave the others back there for now and see if we can deal with some of these blokes here. Okay. None down this way. Looks like the majority are up here. Okay, Raewyn. Time to start using that big blade. Help out the Sergeant. He's doing a bloody good job, I tell you. Just a good tank, really. You were still firing at me, weren't you, you bastard? Alright, hide behind here. I can still hear arrows. Oh wow, they're all the way down here as well. Okay, well I tell you what, we're going to let our troops keep on charging up on the wall. We're going to see if we can deal with these stragglers. New enemies have arrived. Yep, it means that we're doing a number on them though. Oh wow, we've got quite a few here. That's a little dangerous. Let's see if we can get their attention. They're going to want to try and stay in this zone as much as possible, I think. So we'll see if we can just lure them out one by one. Okay. Alright, two-handed weapons is up at 200. Excellent. Come on, you want to come this way? You want to fight? We've got the reach on you, boy. We've got the reach. Yeah? Want to go down like your friend? Not a bad fighter. Based on what some of the others have friended us so far. Okay, there's still quite a few of them there. Again, just try and lure them. And crack some skulls. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. The trick is not to fall. It's really hard to get a swing in once they start. It's the benefit of having a single-handed weapon. Is that you have an advantage on speed. We have an advantage on reach. There we go. More fighting happening behind us. You know what? I feel like it might be a little bit safer to go for this kind of fighting style here. Just watch for him. Come on. Especially when there's so many of them. If we get overwhelmed, that two-handed sword ain't gonna help us. Come on. We really don't want to stumble though, so we can't be running backwards. Alright, we've nearly dealt with them. 2 left. Come on. You can come and fight. 3 then, okay. I'm gonna watch out for you. Stumbling. May have saved our life. Okay, shield's got a crack. Onto you then, eh? Okay, there could be others along the walls. We're going to head back towards where we hear all this fighting. We are injured, and you can see how far those arrows have, those bolts have penetrated through our armor. Not super. Let's see, this lot here should be entirely gone, yes? Yep, we're still hearing some arrows from beneath us, among other things. Sounds like there's quite a bit of fighting happening down below. Oh, that there is. Oh wow, heaps. Yeah, and they're actually kind of pushing through here, so let's see if we can get some sneaky attacks in. I think that's probably going to be all that we can get. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get an attack through there, so let's try and find somewhere else that we can get down. We might be able to, on this side here, see if we can get lucky. And that there is a door. Okay. Who have we got down here? Lots of troops. Anyone over this way? Just want to make sure that we're not going to get flanked, exactly. Okay, we can start to make a difference from behind here. It's going to be a little bit tricky, a little bit dangerous, but dangerous is what we do. We'll take some cheeky shots where we can. We need to watch out for them swinging at us. They're going to keep on trying to push forwards,
So we just need to keep on moving around, weakening and or killing them where we can. Okay, it's another weakened, although he is facing us. Okay. Okay, good job, Raewyn. Oh, watch those stumbles. Our proficiency has gone up again. We want to watch for new enemies arriving, if they have them. Come on. We are the Siege Breaker. We are Raewyn Celtigar. The Crimson Crab. He likes to fall. Oh, damn it, that was a big attack. Off to the side. Okay. We've nearly broken this part of the siege. Keep on swinging. Don't want to get overconfident. No new enemies. There's an old one behind us. Oh, one more fumble. Okay. Wow, I'd like to think that we helped a great deal there. Without us breaking that, they wouldn't be able to get an envelope around this group here, which is what we're going to be able to do. We just need to really watch our positioning, so we don't have the health to take too many hits. As long as we stay around the back, we'll be good. There's others coming though. Wow, you're ballsy. All going after the sergeant. Good job, Raewyn. Bloody good job. Oh, nope, that's another big swing. Sometimes we just get collateral damage when they're not actually trying to hit us, but they somehow accidentally manage to. Oh, gotta watch out for you. Bloody archers. Come on then. Oh, if a stinking archer got us in the end, I'd be so upset. We stumble and fall. Come on, are you the last one? Or do they have more? No, they've got more. Come on, follow the Crimson Crab. Oh, we've got quite a few of archers down here, and they have no way down. So I guess it's on us to start to try and push up here. That was over quite quick for him. Now these archers could turn around at any second. I'm hoping to get on this side of them. Actually, we don't have the health to be silly here. We need the shield. Wow, these stumbles though. Oh, I did not see you. Yikes. Help me out, thanks. Cheers. Cheers. Blimmin' heck. Raewyn just hanging in here now. Okay. Sounds like that might maybe be the last of them up here, although we're kind of splitting up. We'll head deeper into the town to see what we can find. Tumbleton, you have been quite the siege. An absolute pleasure to fight in. Okay, now I'm not seeing anyone here. More fighting happening over on the side. I don't think this is quite going to be at the level of Clegane Keep in terms of kills for Raewyn, but I feel like some of the decisions that she's made today have really helped break certain areas where if we weren't there, it would have taken them a lot longer to get through. Yeah, a lot more fighting happening back here. Smoke's going up. Oh, and we have some arrows coming from somewhere. We've got a tiny bit of health left. Oh, wow. There's actually quite a few of them up there. Lots of crossbowmen. So we really need the majority to start to push up towards them before we can make any kind of push ourselves. We just don't have the health to do it. New enemies have arrived. Yeah, this is their reinforcement point, and I feel like we can tell that. So many bloody crossbowmen. I think there's a high chance that Raewyn's going to go down here. So we'll try and do as much damage as we can before then. Maybe not. Maybe not. They are filtering up and onto the stairs. Let's just hope that some of them fall off so that we might be able to face them. Just look at them all tightly compact on there. I don't think we can swing at them from here. It's like rats on a boat in water. Just all clinging to that little life raft. Here we go. Oh, he's got a wide arc. He can't hit us. Alan Cargyle, good job, buddy. Good job. He's in there somewhere. Doing good work. I think we're just gonna have to hang here for now and hope that we can get some of them. We can't quite hit them. Not from this angle. Come on, fall, fall. There you go. Just fall down. Get close enough for us to be able to swing at. Maybe we can do like an upward swing. Nearly. One more hit and we're done. So we'll play it a little bit more recklessly. I think the others figured out you can attack from here. Oh, a thrust works. Okay. Yep. Thrusting definitely works. Alright, let's get some more falling down. Keep on thrusting. It's a pretty good reach on the thrust. Come on, Raewyn. Stick it out a bit longer. Not quite at an angle we can get, I think. Hey, we can jump. Try some jump stabs. That works. Alright, Raewyn. Now you think with portals. Alright, let's get a good stab up. There we go. It's not a lot of damage, but sometimes enough. There we go. I'm actually jumping my seat a little bit. This is ridiculous. Just to try and give her that little bit of extra push. There we go. New technique. We call this one the crab's pincer. There we go. We stumble and fall. Hell yes. We're bloody doing it. Even more. Keep on pushing, folks. You'll get there. You're just getting them away now. Only a few men left. They don't have much left in them. Out of our reach now. Out of our reach. But they've got maybe 3 or 4 men left, and I think the siege is ours. What an effort, Raewyn. What a bloody effort. Nearly there. Hell yes. The Crimson Crab stands after all of that fighting. The battle is won. Okay, only one of our troops were killed, 9 were wounded. I'm intrigued to see how we have done overall. Ally casualties. Okay, 41 killed, enemy casualties. They had 250 crossbowmen here, 60 elite pikemen, 347 of them were killed. Raewyn killed 87 in total. Who came close to that? Who came close? Hires Swift, you did pretty good. Okay, Sebastian Farman was 7. Okay. Yeah, Sebastian Farman, not bad, but 87! I feel like Raewyn made a pretty good effort on this, and I would really hope that the other lords might notice this, because, I mean, I gotta feel like Tumbleton is a pretty good consolation prize. Wow. Okay, that is something else. The Westerlands have taken Tumbleton from the Reach. Now, there are still so many lords here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a conversation with each of them in the hopes that we might be able to convince them to support us in, well, being named Lady of Tumbleton. Because that siege, I feel like they would have lost a lot more if we weren't there, and if we weren't there to really push behind the lines and get those 83 extra kills. Yeah, it's time to get to work. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like at this stage we can actually ask about that. The Fief of Deep Den is still in question. We'll find out soon enough, but I think I am still going to talk to them to maybe try and increase our relations.
Well, we have had a chat with all the other lords here, or at least as many of them as I possibly could. There does seem to be a siege going on in Deep Den, a siege that we might be able to assist with, but I'm not so sure we want to give all of our resources towards that. I think what we want to do is just wait until a lord has been named as the actual Lord of Deep Den before we start poking around to see if we can maybe convince some of these other lords to vote for us as Lady of Tumbleton. We'll let a little bit of time advance. It seems the main host is riding on towards Deep Den, so we might be looking at another really massive battle here. Yup, between the Reach and our armies here. Now, whether or not they actually choose to engage, we will find out. They are kind of... It looks like they're kind of trying to mount something. Let's see if we can maybe bait one of the lords on over here from the Reach. It's tricky, it's dangerous, and they're trying to play it real nice and safe. Well, we aren't going to go for all the glory. We'll wait here, gladly, until someone decides to make a move. And it would appear at nighttime we have finally decided to make that move, rushing in towards the Reach. Oh, are they gonna? Well, they've certainly started to split them apart. No real battle happening yet, although, here we go, there's something of a battle. Now, I would hope that other lords might accompany. No, it looks like they are going to wuss out here. Yeah, they could have done it. They have the numbers, more so than Raewyn does. See, it's not Raewyn's responsibility here. She isn't the leader. It's Glyce. Glyce is the one that's making the commands, and Glyce, for some reason, has decided that no, Deep Den can fall. Maybe Glyce thinks that that amazing work. Oh, it's gone to Melwyn Sarsfield. Okay, well, I tell you what, that means that we can get to work, and we are gonna do it. It's time to exercise that charisma of ours.
Well, while trying to talk to them, it looks like we have made it back over here towards Hayford, and there is something of a battle happening here. I don't know if there's one actually happening at Hayford. No, it looks like it's happening outside. We are going to move in to help Roger Drox
win this battle.
Now, we have 800 against his 59, so I feel like we have this one in the bag. I don't know whether they are actually going to line up or if they're just going to rush in. We don't actually have... Yeah, we do not have our lance, but that's okay. I think we might be able to make use of this in this battle. It's not the fastest swinger, but this two-handed blade is starting to get more and more fearsome in our hands. Looks like we're going to be doing this semi-properly. We'll stay up with the main host. wait till an attack begins. We've got quite the ravine here to get through, so let's get that done first. Come on, up we go. Yeah, they're keeping most of their host behind the hills, which is smart. As for us, I'm not quite sure what we have planned here. We have 800 against their much smaller number. We might be able to antagonize them here into an open attack. Let's see what we can do. The archers have caught sight of us. Let's try and slash one of their horses, eh? I think that pissed them off. Raewyn's one to antagonize. I think she succeeded at that. Yep, all the lances are up. And the cav are riding in. Ooh. That's a friend, that's a friend. Okay, onwards towards the ball. Let's see what this thing can do on horseback. Oh, come on. Getting in our way, mate. Oh yeah, does some damage. It's just difficult to pick any of them apart. Oh, looks like you decided to stay. And that should be a lot of them. Very close too. Alright, you're fine. Yeah, we'll let them just finish the job here. And then we're going to continue asking around. It would seem that most of the lords are wanting to support one friend or another. So if we can even get some of them to be on our side, we might stand something of a chance. We'll have to wait and see. Gosh, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? What are you guys doing in here, eh? What's going on? You won? Congratulations. I feel like we had it in the bag from the start. Oh, there we go. So Roger Drox is pretty happy with us now. Okay, so after talking to pretty much all of them, no one's willing to really take a risk and support Raewyn on this endeavor. I mean, I can understand that. But they're mostly wanting to vote for someone within their own family even. So I think what we are going to do is continue on towards King's Landing here to see if we can talk to Tywin and maybe start to set something up there. Hayford is a castle that we might be able to capture even by ourselves once we have a little bit more funding to increase the skill of our troops. But for now, we'll try with Tywin. Well, even Tywin does not seem to be inclined with offering it to us, so I think our chances of receiving Tumbleton are rather slim. Which is frustrating, considering the amount of effort that we put into capturing it. Yeah, maybe we didn't have as many troops, but we did have a massive impact on that siege. It makes me a little nervous as to if we were to try and capture somewhere ourselves, whether or not Tywin would actually choose to, support us in that endeavor. We're going to stay in King's Landing for a little bit, let some time pass, and see who ends up with Tumbleton in their hands. Look at that, Deep Den has fallen to the Reach. Well, I guess without Raewyn there to protect it, it's gonna fall, isn't it? Okay, now we can see that some of our earlier debts have been paid off. This is why I wasn't wanting to do anything else to really increase our numbers. Our new cash is quite low, as you can see, but we have paid off a massive debt, so that's worked out a fair amount for us. Now, our party is still expensive, but the properties that we do have are going to help out a great deal with that. We're just going to have to try and be a little bit patient when it comes to, getting our wealth back. Well, it would seem that Deep Den is being sieged yet again, and I'm tempted to partake in that. It does give us a chance to get some experience, and we are waiting, so why not? Oh, but this is a opportunity that we cannot pass up. While riding to there, we have discovered our father on land, Raewyn Celtigar. Now his numbers are decent. And Sir Davin Lannister is worn out. But we're gonna ride to his defense. So many elite soldiers. This is not going to be an easy fight for us. We are going to partake. We're moving in to help Sir Davin. It is 113 against 113. A fair fight, but I feel like his troops are more experienced. Let's hope that with the right tactics we end up in a good position to start with, and it's not terrible, if I'm being honest. Now, whether or not Sir Davin listens to me at all doesn't look like he's going to. That is very unfortunate. Archers, those of you that we do have, we're going to get you to pull back. Infantry, we want you to change your formation. That's not the one we're after. I always forget formation type. We want a shield wall. As for our cavalry, what remains of you, we want you to be off on the side. We have a nice clear opening to work with here. Okay. Stay nice and grouped. Nice and grouped. Excellent. Don't go any further. Don't go any further. They always do. Okay. Alright, archers, we want you to go back as far as you possibly can. Position yourselves around about... I think we actually need to use that to position your left side. So, back over here if possible. Nope, you're going to go too far forward, aren't you? It's an interesting game with them. Alright, fine. Fine. I want you to have a little bit of a hill so you can go up there. Alright, as for our support troops, which are going to be, well, that's our bodyguard. I want you to follow me. Well, I don't know how it went for Sir Davin. Not amazingly, I'm thinking. We're hearing a lot of slaughter happening over there. So we're going to hold. Actually, bodyguard, you can hold your ground here as well. Yeah. Maybe we can move our infantry to match our archers. Just in case there's a cavalry charge of some kind. A little bit further along there, true. Excellent, you're getting there. I'd rather Cyril not be in the worst of it. I don't actually think we have anyone... Yeah, no, Cyril, I don't think is actually in a proper formation at the moment. That's fine. Hold your ground, hold steady, and we will wait for our father. Wait for that banner to crest the hill. They're over there. We can hear water. We can hear hooves. I hope you're all ready for this. All archers are drawing. Oh, you're going to have a hard time, aren't you? Now, who are you? Could you be our father? Maybe. It bloody well is. Oh my gosh! His horse is down, but he did a lot of damage to us then. We're coming for you, you old bastard. Oh my gosh! Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. I'm panicking. Raewyn, go at him again. Come on, you've got this. Oh, he's got range on us. He's got speed. Okay, we've delivered some damage to him. Lord Adrian. Yes! He is down. Alright, now let's ride out against the others. Try and take down as many of them as we can. If Raewyn falls, we continue to fight, no matter what. Try and get them from behind. Oh, wow. Not so good for our horse. Cavalry, I need you to charge in now. I'm going to try and keep them spread apart as much as possible. Let our archers do some work. Here we go. Back in again. Good work there, Raewyn. Good work. Oh, and we're down. Raewyn is down, and we are now an archer. So we'll do the best we bloody well can, won't we? Wow, really doesn't help having that big thing in front of us. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, a headshot works. Let's just hope the shield wall kind of holds together. It semi is right now. It's a bit of a bloody mess. Oh wow, our numbers are falling. They didn't stand a chance. These elite troops are just too bloody good. Even getting headshots here isn't helping. Nope. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We're out of arrows. What remains of our troop ain't bloody much at all. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't know who you are, soldier, but thank you for holding on as long as you have. We're going to be the prisoner of our bloody father. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are we able to make it away from that? We are, somehow. He has 43 left. That is so disheartening. So many of our soldiers captured. Sir Davin Lannister captured. We have no option but to retreat. And we knocked that old bastard down. That is so disheartening. It doesn't get any easier for Raewyn. Not at all. With our father riding around the countryside, I think now we need to focus more than ever. Giles Rosby. Buddy, you need to hold your horses. We need to have a good look at our army and what it's capable of, because they crumpled under the weight of those Dragonstone men. Those halberdiers were just way too strong for us. We barely made out with our life. While I'm tempted to ride back in there, we've only got 4 troops. We can't win against that many with just 4. No, it ain't gonna happen. They've still got too many of them there. Too many of those halberdiers. They'd take us apart in no time at all. Raewyn, we're in a sorry state. We need to just rebuild. I think we need to go back to the beginning almost. Rebuild up, because that defeat, while we did make it away, and while we did slay, or rather incapacitate our father in that fight, he is still up, ready to fight. The other lords, they just wait in here for now. Or they ride around, killing villagers. Exactly who are we serving? I think it's clear now to Raewyn that the land of Westeros is one of disappointment, betrayal, and defeat. It has been so far. Another sore loss. So close to victory, and the rest of our troops crumpled around us, even after taking down our father in single combat. What awaits us now? Well, not that, I would hope. Tumbleton, more than likely, is not going to be ours. Those lords, well, they aren't on our side. They like it when we turn up. They like it when we kill over 80 men, and in some cases hundreds in a battle. But still, for Raewyn, there won't be any true reward. Not while still serving others. So perhaps it's now time for us to serve ourselves. What that means exactly, we'll find out in the next episode. Please do join me then. For now, Raewyn is going to need a very hard drink. And Cyril, you better sing a bloody good song. I've been Raikon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to our Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this content possible.